I think it says we're live.
Okay.
Wow, it's kind of hazy. Is that the sun in the way there? Wow.
Yeah, it is.
Hi, Ruthie.
Hi,
Hi,
everybody.
Laura. Hi, Brack. Thank you so much for coming in this afternoon. We appreciate it. Is everything good where you guys are? We had a little bit of a storm last night, and it rained cats and dogs
Yeah, it
for
did.
hours, right up until bedtime. Close to bedtime, it rained. The thunder and lightning wasn't too bad, but it rained pretty good, and it's still kind of moist out here today. Hadn't got a lot of leaf changes that much behind us on our trees here, but yeah, what have you guys been doing so far this weekend? Anything cool yesterday on Saturday that any of y'all got a chance to do? Hammer, you in? You good? You good?
Yeah.
Got a lot?
I'm right in on
Okay.
the.
Oh, okay. Hey, Sid Wells. Maybe Chelsea or Tyler. I'm not, or maybe both. One typing and the other one listening. Hey, Foxy Wolf. Thank you for stopping by this Sunday afternoon during prime nap time. We always appreciate folks giving up their Sunday naps for our benefit here when we do this. And we got a little something here from Bob through the mail. So, did you guys have a good weekend so far? We had a yesterday a pretty busy day.
Yeah.
We
And it was warm, too.
It was. Oh my goodness, I was getting used to there for a few minutes to it being autumn and
Yeah.
having at least cool nights and not miserable days. But yesterday and the day before,
Yeah.
when we went to the Moonshine Festival in Dawsonville,
It
and
was warm.
and I came home and I've got my arms are tanned up again
Yeah.
from being out in the sun. It was kind of warm out there, but yeah, yesterday we got up and we went to Sam G Land, and I'm debating whether or not to try to unhook this and take this around there and show them
I
what
wouldn't.
you wouldn't.
No.
So that probably means it's exciting enough to at least try. But we went yesterday. It's cool here today. It's Laura yesterday and the day before here. It was it was like 80. It got up into at least 80 degrees.
Michelle's here.
Simple reality. Mike and Michelle. Hi, Mike and Michelle. Thank you for coming along, or whoever's driving. We appreciate you dropping by and seeing us this afternoon. I'm trying to move some stuff out of the way. Uh, Making just a big deal out of this because we went to there's a folk artist, a North Georgia folk artist. His name is Sam G. And he has Sam G Land, which is on Roadside America on their website and on a lot of art websites, especially folk art reviews. Sam G Land is a how would you describe Sam G Land? It's hard to describe. It's not exactly an
Yeah.
art gallery because the
It's an
entire
art yard.
the entire the forest around it. There's
Yeah.
trails through it that
Yeah.
has art anyway. But
True.
we went and saw him, and they uh, recently, a few months back, up to my South Georgia life of fire. It must be a little warm there. It was, oh gosh. And there's Michelle from Art
You
Abandonment
didn't hear me
Adventure.
say that?
Well, there's another Michelle in there as well.
I know. Yeah, I
So,
know.
but hey, thank you for coming in, Michelle. We appreciate it. We appreciate whenever you come in because I know that
Adventures in
things
the
have been. John,
Heartland.
thank you for coming in. We pray. 4Ks,
4K,
we love
yeah.
rain. They're in here. Thank you. Thank you, friends, from up in the great white north for visiting us here in the afternoon. Judith Elizabeth is here visiting us from
Scott,
Kansas, and Scott from
Bob.
Kentucky, and Bob from New York. We have all kinds of states already
Yeah.
in here. We appreciate you guys coming in. But yeah, we went yesterday, got up really early, went to visit Sam G, folk artist friend at Sam G Land, and stopped at J Moore Farms on the
Yeah,
way. Oh
always.
my gosh, that was we did a video about this place, and it's a kind of a roadside attraction. It's off of
Mm-hmm.
US 23. US 23 goes all the way into the Smoky Mountains, and from there you can go into Cherokee and over to Tennessee Smokies.
4K. How do you
There's
pronounce that?
greetings, 4Ks. We love rain. Saying greetings. Is that who you were
I can't.
indicating?
I should have read my phone.
You actually already pointed them out a moment ago. You're on the job, honey. Don't second guess yourself. You're doing it. You're doing a fantastic job. Yeah, I understand, and you're doing a good job. And I'm trying to read a little bit as well. But yeah, we stopped up there. We got some care package treats, but it was busy. It's also a agritourism place. They have a bouncy pad and a corn maze and wagon rides and there's really cool things I wanted to try. It was an apple cannon.
Bob said the chocolate brittle is addictive.
Is it? We haven't even tried any of that. We bought a few bags of that for our friends for care package stuff, but we bought none for Mike and Tammy that day. We just I think we just overlooked it. We get in these shopping modes for other people, and we forget that we need the treats too. But
Nathan's here.
Nathan, thank you for coming. Appreciate it. But I don't want to drag this story out too much. We stopped there. Apple cannons. If you ever have an agritourism place around you that has apple cannons, compressed air cannons that shoot rotten apples and stuff. You got to try that. But anyway, we had to walk a mile there. We went to Sam G Land, but Sam has become kind of the curator here after Tallulah Point Overlook closed. That was one of my favorite. It was there's a store that was there, a general store that has since moved into the downtown area of Tallulah Falls, but the building itself that it was a part of was a genuine, because of US 23, roadside attraction for years, based solely upon the fact that Carl Walenda, at 70 years old, walked over the gorge on a high wire many years ago.
Good.
We're doing pretty good, Ruthie. It's been yesterday was I pushed myself in all this a little bit. After we went to Sam G Land, we actually shot a video, and I don't know how you guys stand on paranormal investigation videos, but Tammy actually joined in this kind of. It started out as a history lesson about our area that I wanted to teach. I had on the back burner of teaching on my list of things to eventually do. Jen, thank you for coming in. We appreciate it. John and Jen are here. Thank you for. Could be one watch we're getting to. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for doing that. But yeah, we went to Sam G Land. Stopped doing this whole story about the roadside attraction. He has become the curator of some of the artifacts from Tallulah Point Overlook, an old school roadside attraction that I've been fascinated with for years. The whole thing was based on Carl Walenda, the great Walenda, walking across the gorge on a high wire when he was 70, which was impressive. We watched the Wandering Weasel recommended this live stream from what's that called? The Gatlinburg Sky Bridge, where it's got like the bridge over the. You go up on the chairlift. I think it's the Gatlinburg Sky Bridge.
I think,
or Sky Lift or whatever park. But they had some slackline walkers I think it was last weekend.
Oh, really?
Young people walking. They had run a slackline, which is kind of like a high wire, a very loose one though. And they all weekend there were people going across back and forth. But when you see people these days going across a high wire on a slack line, usually you'll see them wearing a belt, and it is Nathan's saying he's never bridged.
Yeah,
I'd like to go. At first I thought, it's just another really good view of the Smokies that you got to pay like close to $30 to get. And perhaps I could find a good view from somewhere else for a little less. But the more I see stuff happening up there, especially they're supposed to be opening some kind of I know you guys already know more about it than I do, of course, but some kind of a trail, a viewing trail around the edge of that little canyon there. That will be great, and I could wait to do it at that point.
As long as you don't ask me to do anything.
Well, I don't think it's going to be designed to be a thrill seeker or a kind of thing like that. Some of you guys that know what I'm talking about, where they're designing around where the Sky Bridge is, a walking trail around the actual canyon there. And that would be pretty cool. And I haven't heard anything about that walking trail being like death defying or anything like that. So anybody could probably do this, and it wouldn't scare us
Larry
to
Harvey's
death.
here.
Larry, thank you for coming in, buddy. I appreciate anyone that's got a little time off and using it and spending it with us. We appreciate
Judy
that,
said,
Larry.
"Will we visit the Lizzie Borden house if we could?" Oh heck yeah!
Oh, good
I'll
grief.
spend the night.
Oh, yeah, but you know how long you have to wait? There is a waiting list to stay
Yeah,
at
a long
the
time.
Borden bread and bread. If they had bread, I would probably eat it. The Borden bed and breakfast. There's a waiting list like a year to get a room at
Oh, I
that
would
place.
love to
Oh,
go.
but man, where Lizzie Borden took that axe. But
Gave her father 40 whacks.
was it first her mama and then her father
Oh, that's true.
to even up the score. She
Well,
gave
that's the
him
first
40
thing that
more.
came to my mind.
But gosh, wow, we wonder where you know where I was going with all this slacklining. The folks up in the Smokies last weekend that were walking over this wire over that canyon. You'll notice they had on belts and they were connected to the wire the entire time. If they fell, it wasn't without a net. Carl, when he was 70 years old, walked over to Little Gorge without a net on a windy day. It was remarkable. But anyway, this is what all this is for this. And if I don't do this now, Tammy, I've just like I've all for
You'll
nothing.
forget.
So let me unplug this. We still got juice. We still got connectivity. All right, I'm gonna take you and show y'all what Sam G, folk artist and collector, allowed me to purchase for a very reasonable price. He knows that I love this stuff, but let's go over here. I've got it. Hey, girls. Really? Thank you. Anyway, if you can see this, Tammy and I parked in front of this sign many, many times for Tallulah Point Overlook. Come on in, enjoy the best view from our two-story overlook porch overlooking the exact route where the great Walinda, Carl Walinda, walked across that highway. So far, we still got connectivity doing that, Tam, so that's pretty cool. Let me move that. Anyway, but yeah,
This
after
is
that,
my prized possession now.
one of them, right there with the Fiji mermaid, which
I'm
is
your
still,
first.
not. That's not the one of the Fiji mermaids. The kind I would really like to have, but I'll never be able to afford, is the kind like the Ripley's Corporation now owns. Pretty much, they account for pretty much all the private ownership of late late 19th century, early 20th century
Sexy Matt's
Fiji mermaids.
here.
Hi, Matt.
Matt.
Thanks for coming in, buddy. We appreciate that. But we did that, and then we went and did some paranormal investigation, which really we're laughing about it now because some kind of bizarre stuff happened to us. Even Tammy will admit.
Yeah,
And
it was weird.
there's some weird stuff happened that we picked up, hopefully showed up on camera. I haven't looked at the footage. I've got footage, but I haven't looked at it yet. But anyway, we're gathered here together today.
Oh, you're welcome, Nathan. It is from us.
Yeah, it probably is. We didn't put if we weren't trying to be mysterious and not putting our return address on any of this stuff, we probably should get some return address labels made. Right, really, Tammy does most of the writing in our letters because her handwriting is at least legible. Mine is not.
Mine's bad.
When I try to write cursive writing, it makes sense to me, but I've had many people tell me, what is that? When I've wrote in cursive. And when I try to print something, it looks like a ransom note. So I let Tammy do most of the printing for both of those. Anyway, the lack of return addresses is simply due to that's extra printing that you've got to do on the envelope that you could mess up the whole thing. So we kind of limit much of that we do. That's sorry that our handwriting is so bad. But we need to get, you know what we need to look into
getting some labels made.
Getting
Yeah,
some
we do.
And that reminds me also, before we get to the grand opening, as it were, is
yeah, Michelle, we do have a PO box.
We do. It's in the every video that we post, probably except for this one, because it's a little weird the way you have to put your descriptions and stuff into a live stream video is different from when you put it into a regular uploaded video.
Mhm.
I'm still figuring out this this whole situation, but all the rest of them are PO box is in there. But yeah, we got something in the mail from Bob here. I'm not gonna. I was about to show some. What else was I about to? Yes, yes. Sorry, I'm trying to cram. I don't want to take up all y'all's afternoon. I'm always aware of how much time these things are. Um, I know, I know, yeah, I know. She needs her love, y'all. I'm so sorry. When they've been doing something and they'll have a little politics between the two of them, the two dogs, they have to come and get love from us to demonstrate their place in our food chain. Anyway, if any of y'all so far have got any mail from us recently, it included a sticker. That sticker was designed by none other than our own Tales of the Techno Hillbilly, who's in here with us today. Scott designed this. He also designed another design that we're supposed to have some T-shirts coming in this week. For us and for Scott,
Yeah.
we're Scott in his care package we're putting together for him. We've had some based on his design. We've had some T-shirts, and we'll let y'all see them and see what y'all think of the way these turned out. We think they're going to look really cool.
Beth
That's just Beth. Thank you for coming in, young lady. We appreciate you spending a few minutes. Well, you know, we just wanted to give them a test run and see if anybody. We definitely wanted one. We're going to. There's a meetup. The third annual YouTubers Family Meetup in Helen, Georgia, weekend after next, not Halloween weekend, but the following weekend. And there's supposed to be a few YouTubers that are going to be there. And we really wanted to have shirts before that meetup so we could, you know, have our own shirts, you know, to have our own shirts. So, but, you know, if somebody else were to want one, sure, we'd order it and send it to you. But you know, we don't anticipate that the market for Bone Daddy shirts is going to skyrocket anytime soon. Crystal, thank you very much for coming in. And today's Crystal's birthday. Today's your birthday, and you coming in here. Happy birthday, Crystal! Thank you so much for taking a few moments out of your birthday.
We would sing, but everybody would just cry.
No. Gosh, that would be a horrendous thing if we were to say. Thank you so much, Crystal. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming in. It's her, Crystal. I keep saying Crystal. I need to start calling these folks by their channel names. Destinations Delight. It is her birthday today, folks. Wonderful lady, a lot of fun, very sweet, and a good channel too. You might want to check her out. This package, of course, before I open it up, this is from Misfits and Dreamers. By now, anyone who's watched our channel for any length of time knows how much we love Bob and Bonnie. Christy, thank you for coming in. I just now noticed Christy in here. Thank you for coming in, Christy. We appreciate it.
Beth Hammer says she's sitting with Crystal, Michigan, having a great time too.
I bet. I saw Crystal's video. I believe it was this morning, either this morning or last night. Time over the last 24 hours. Thanks to us, heat and stress has seemed to run together.
The trips
are here. Is this
hey guys?
Is this Steve or Kelly or Eric that's visiting with us from the trips? The trips, folks. That is a great channel.
Yeah.
Imagine it's Steve. Imagine a much nicer version of Friends. They're from Canada, by the way, which makes perfect sense. Wonderful people and a lot of fun. Great chemistry, funny. They put on a great show with every video that they release. Go check out the trips, y'all.
I always get hungry when I watch theirs too.
And actually, they'll eat stuff, and we'll go and look and see. Well, do we even have this available at our local version of whatever this is? Often we don't. There's a lot of things that international chains, like Mickey D's or Popeyes or KFC, will release in one country that they won't release in another. I have no idea why. I think you know, shower the people with chicken. Anyway, Bob and Bonnie, I don't know how much that I can tell you how much we love these guys.
We love Bob and Bonnie.
of all the channels that we love to watch, and there are a ton of them we love to watch for various reasons. Bob's channel is more than that. It feels like home.
Yeah.
So I've never met anyone that wanted to have friends that has been in Bob's environment that he creates in his channel and his live stream that has not made friends. If you wanted friends, friendship has been available in Bob's life. That's a gift. To be able to have an environment that creates, I'm sure all we're creating in this live stream is probably chaos right now. A lot of people are probably nervous, like when is he going to shut up and open that box?
Speaking of shutting up, let me say this. Bob said thank you again for the records. And he loves us both. We love you too, Bob.
We love you, Bob. The records started out to be, I saw that at a barn sale. I saw them and they just screamed from across the barn, yeah. Bob. And I checked them out, and they all seem to be almost in cherry condition. It's almost like none of those albums were ever put on a turntable. Yeah. From what I could tell, it was just perfect condition. And
Bob, I gotta tell you, I picked out the voice.
Yeah, she picked out everything else that was in there, pretty much. Tammy,
I love buying
when it comes to buying
people.
trinkets and toys and goodies for folks to eat.
Hi, Leslie.
Tammy's really good at that. Who's here?
Leslie.
Leslie Harvey?
Yep.
Oh, hi, Leslie. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. We're just about to get to a package that Bob has sent. And Bob, don't let me just, folks that's listening, if you haven't already subscribed to Misfits and Dreamers, to Bob and Bonnie's channels.
Bonnie's.
It's Bonnie's. If you haven't already, it's not just about the live streams. Another thing I like about Bob, personally, as someone that has fun making videos, the day that making videos ceases to be fun for me, I'm not making a dime off of it. So the day that it stops being fun is probably the day that I just move on to building models or something else. So what I like about Bob is willing to experiment, and in his creativity, he's not just because he's got a bigger channel that's making the YouTube cash. And think about that: when you're making YouTube money, how tempting? Just being honest, how tempting it must be to play to your analytics. If you're into that thing, to think this is what's always, Lord knows I haven't looked at our analytics since November of last year. I haven't got a clue about any of that stuff. But I imagine it could probably be pretty easy to get to the point where you didn't want to try anything that you thought might be a little out there. Bob fearlessly does this, and not just that, he can cook too. So a lot of ideas that we get for cooking come from Bob. So without further ado on this, let me first, I've already taken off the return address off the front of it. I'm sure if you wanted to send Bob and Bonnie something, they would be glad to give you the address, as long as you weren't Ted Kaczynski or anything like that. But you see on the front of it, this is cool.
That's true, Ruthie.
The cool little chrome skulls that are on there. I think that's especially this time of year, a nice little addition that's on the front of it. So let me go ahead and open this up. I need to really put, you know what I need to do? I need to bring another chair around here, because I'm balancing this on my knee like some kind of cello or something. And I don't think it's going to work in the long run. Here we go. This will be much less likely to produce catastrophe when I open this box. So let's see what we got from Bob and Bonnie. We appreciate the care. We appreciate any kind of mail.
Oh, yeah.
When we get anything from anybody that's not a bill, it is a thrill.
If it's not a bill.
If I get a catalog, these days you don't even get catalogs. People don't even send out hard copies of catalogs like they used to. Tammy gets Kohl's catalogs. Tammy's a big fan of the Kohl's. I don't know if any of y'all folks like Kohl's or not, but Tammy is a big fan, especially around Black Friday, when you can go in there with like $10 and walk out with $400 or $500 worth of stuff.
They made paw custard pie today.
Oh wow!
Ooh,
that sounds good.
No, Bob, it's not. That's not fair.
Bob is such a good cook, and he makes it look so easy. This is Bob from Misfits and Dreamers, and that's the thing. We could probably prepare a lot of stuff, but none of it's. When we do it, it's never easy. It's like every meal preparation is extremely difficult. Okay, first off, we have these things,
Something that Tammy plays
which
with.
is pretty cool. There's a satisfaction that you can get out of bundling these up really tight and then taking a knife and then stabbing them. Maybe that's just me.
Do you know how crazy?
Maybe that's just me. But there's a certain amount of satisfaction that comes with stabbing them. Popping them, it's okay. Let's see if we can make them pop. It's not going to fragment.
I know. I enjoyed the noise.
Let's see if we can make it pop.
Yep. Now people think we're shooting guns over here.
Well, people shoot guns in our neighborhood all the time. It's legal, actually legal to shoot a shotgun out where we live, especially at coyotes. It's open season on coyotes because they take people's chickens and tiny pets, their cats and their tiny little dogs. They'll take them off out here. They live around the lake, which is right over here, in little packs of coyotes. You can hear them at night around the lake. Ooh, that was a good one. And so people are allowed, they'll shoot shotguns. You'll hear shotguns going off all the time, especially at night. Okay. Let's see what.
Do the card first.
You want to do the card first? Okay. Ooh, some cool stuff already. Okay. Let me glance through it first to make sure there's not like he hasn't got his PIN number or anything like that, which I doubt. Okay. These are jokes on the front. It says, beware. I'm pretty sure, I don't know. I've never seen this card before, but I'm guessing. Beware may cause groaning. And these appear to flip up. So, why are graveyards so noisy? Well, that would be because of all the coughing. Uh-oh. I hope they're keeping some social distance. Well, they're 6 feet.
Cal Parker, is that how you pronounce that this here?
Hey, Cal, thank you for coming in. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for taking a few moments to come in here and say hi to us. The next bad joke on the next excellent joke on the card that Bob sent us. What's a witch's favorite subject? Let's pop it up and see what it is. Spelling. Witch's favorite subject is spelling. Okay. Where do monsters get their food? Where do monsters get their food? I would say, just from personal experience, Kroger's, Publix,
Walmart.
At the grocery store, because that's gross that a monster is eating. What's a monster's favorite game?
Saw you in the middle here. Good to see you too.
Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. We're having some silliness here before we move on to probably the more serious parts of the contest. Bob sent us some jokes. What's a monster's favorite? Hide and go eek. Hide and go eek. That's a monster's favorite game. That's what kind of pants do ghosts wear? I don't know. Polyester blend. Boo jeans. Ghost wear boo jeans. Oh. Hope your Halloween is a lot of laughs. Love, Bob and Bonnie. So far, Bob, it has been pretty good despite the challenges of the year. So far, it's been a pretty good season, and I hope everybody's finding ways to make the best. Even if you don't observe Halloween, it is autumn, and that's usually a fun time of year. And this year's been limited in some ways. And I hope everybody's still finding ways to enjoy it. Okay.
Dee's here. Hi, Dee.
Hi, Dee. Thank you for coming in. Another good channel for everybody in here. I keep every time we have this, I say this. Folks that are in here are not just folks that we have some kind of, because you know how it is, not just some kind of people that we have some kind of deal with. We like all of these people. We like their channels. So there are no channels in here that are bad channels. Go check everybody out. No, there may be a few people in here that don't have any content on their channels, but still, those folks that do, all of them have great channels and are great people, good people to know.
Yeah.
This caught my eye immediately. Recipes, the cooking of Germany.
Oh wow.
Tammy and I spend a great deal of time, if you've watched any of our videos, as some of you probably have if you're in
Yeah.
here at all, in Helen, Georgia, which is a town that recreated itself in the 60s when the logging industry and some of the factories in that area had dried up and they wanted to survive as a community. They turned it into a little German town. It looks like a little German or Bavarian, not necessarily. It probably doesn't look a lot like Berlin, but it looks like a storybook version of kind of Hansel and Gretel version
Newman
of
Outdoors is
Germany.
here.
Newman Outdoors, thank you for coming in. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Wow, it always amazes me when we get more than me and
I
you.
spell it with a Y. Tammy.
Let's see what we got here. Time Life Books, dumplings. Already, I open the cover
Ooh,
and I see the word dumplings.
you caught my attention.
It's got everything from breads and cookies, cakes and desserts, an English index and a German index.
Oh wow.
To the book in both languages there. Oh wow, this is very cool.
Oh, that is cool. Thank you, Bob.
This is late 1960s. This would have been.
Oh, that's even cooler.
Had I been of German descent, probably when I was a child, this probably might have been something that would have been in the kitchen. Thank you, Bob. Wow.
I can't wait to.
And we actually, believe it or not, there's a section of our bookcase that has nothing but old cookbooks and cookbooks for people that don't cook anymore. That we, I always want to know every time I write you guys, I only address.
Oh, what would you say?
BonedaddyToo. That's us, BonedaddyToo. I think our if you just type that in behind
Mr. Classic Comedy Club series
YouTube
is here.
Thank you very much. Wow.
And Laura's here. What? Not Laura.
Laura is here, but Karen must have said hi soon about the same time that you noticed something, and those two names in your brain got pretty. Oh wow. Radio experience. Is this art, music, culture? Is this like
Judith
a local?
Says she can
is this
translate to German.
I'm sure. Judith is of German descent. She is from Germany, but she's in her own Kansas version of Germany right now. But Judith, whenever we go to Helen, I get a little gratification, hoping that some of the stuff that we're showing at least gives her a feeling of Germany a little bit, even though it's a faux Germany that folks have nailed up over the actual architecture.
Offset's a local paper. Cool.
This reminds me of creative loafing in Atlanta. I don't know if you've ever heard of creative loafing, but it seems to be, I'm betting, an arts and entertainment and culture kind of rag from Atlanta. This, from glancing at it, seems to be cool. What are you trying to show me, By?
I don't know how.
Granny Moreno?
No. Saucy
Siciliana.
Yeah.
Saucy Siciliana. Thank you, young lady, for coming in. We appreciate you spending a little time for us. I apologize for our Appalachian English around here, but Saucy Siciliana, thank you so much. Moreno, thank you for coming in. Okay, these are some cool things right here. This is definitely going straight into the bookcase. After you look through, but it will be stored in our bookcase. Some of the recipe books, honestly, go back to and one that you still use a lot to this day was given to us as a wedding present 34 years ago. And what's it called? It's got a clever little name. Recipes to make your marriage last.
No, your honeymoon last.
Recipes to make your honeymoon last.
And it must work.
And Tammy still pulls that one out of the bookcase every now and then.
Recipes that I hadn't cooked in a while is the brownies that you love.
Wow. Those brownies out of that cookbook are some of the best, and it don't take a lot of ingredients, does it? You have made those brownies before with like whatever we had in the house, happened to have in the house at the time, and they were delicious. But we collect cookbooks, and we fully intend someday to actually cook. But
I do cook some.
Okay, let's see. Ooh. Saratoga. What I mostly know about Saratoga is the raceway. Hey, Sadie and Addie. We're live. We're live. Y'all can't be treeing squirrels when we're live, okay? So stop. Anyway, Saratoga chips. These are some dark russets with Himalayan. Oh yeah.
Ooh, Himalayan salt.
Oh, dark russet potatoes with Himalayan salt. I like potato chips without a lot of. I know people like the wild flavors, but just give me a really good chip. You know, some restaurants make their own chips. Who is it? Marlowe's Tavern used to make their own chips.
Chips. A
And
lot
then
of
had this
places
kind
do
of
these days.
blue cheese,
Yeah.
great blue cheese when the chips are hot out of the fryer. Oh man! And I bet you this is going to have some of that kind of flavor going
Kyle
on in
Parker's
it.
gotta
Thank
go.
you, Cal. Thank you for coming in, bud. I appreciate you coming in and spending some time with us. Wow, we're somebody that we don't see in our live streams very often. Actually comes.
Have we said hi to Sawyer in the middle? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I can't remember.
Tammy, you're doing good, honey. Don't doubt yourself. You're doing good, and I'm watching here too. So between the two of us, we're even if we do a lousy live stream, we're not ignoring the folks that are coming in here with us. Let's see. I don't know what this is. It is wrapped up. Anyone want to go over? There is more. You have not. There's more food in here, but I'm getting stuff out as we come to it. And this
come
is
on
interesting.
Over, Ruthie.
You're welcome to come over, Ruthie. If all else fails, we'll order a pizza.
Okay. No, we ordered pizza last night. We'll go to Cracker Barrel.
Bibby Green Glass or Bibby Green Glass. Bixby. Okay. Samuel Merrill Bixby. Born in New Hampshire. This is something. This is the story relating the story of whatever is wrapped up here. I'm going to go ahead and unwrap it and read this, but it looks like just from glance, I can't tell, but this looks like this person has produced a very distinct bottle style.
Oh, how cute!
Oh wow!
That matches my living room.
Oh wow!
Oh, I love that.
I love any kind of folk arty. Oh wow! And it says something here. I glanced over it about the feminine form. Let's see. Prolific producer, black and colored ink, shoe dressing. Bixby bottles are found in a variety of shapes, colors, and sizes. The type of bottle most strongly associated with Bixby among collectors.
Come on, D, we'll both cook.
Is their shoe dressing container. Let's see what this is. Patented MCHC 80. I bet you could look some of that stuff up on and look, it's got the Bixby mark. The Bixby. Can you guys see this? This is the mark of the maker's mark on the bottom of the bottle. Shoe dressing container embossed with the 1883 patent date. I don't think this is 1883, but it might very be. It is. Oh, this is patented in 83. Oh my goodness. This is one of their famous. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Here's what I was saying. These unusually shaped bottles having a rather feminine shape, reminiscent of a woman wearing a dress.
Oh wow!
So do you get that?
I see it.
Do you get this, guys? This when I first glanced at the bottle as I was unwrapping it, feminine just jumped out at me. There was an aspect to it, and there is a kind of a woman wearing a dress.
Yeah.
And this is one of the 1883. I'm not sure if you can see that patent date with this lousy camera or not in there. But this is a genuine Bixby valued among wow.
Great gift.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Wow. This is so typical of Bob's thoughtfulness and actually considering his friends.
Adventures of Moonman's here.
Moonman, thank you for coming in. Moonman is actually from here in Georgia as well. And if any of you chanced upon the video that we did going through a little bit of Aurora, the ghost town up there from the gold rush days here in Georgia in the started around the 1820s and went on for the next few decades. That I got the idea from Moon Man. He reminded me in the Gold Rush. And now Dahlonega, Dahlonega doesn't talk a lot about Aurora. Dahlonega is we love Dahlonega. We love Dahlonega, but it brands itself as the place where the hub, where the Gold Rush, the rush actually started in that town. But in truth, it was Aurora, which is just a few miles down the street, and they don't talk about it a whole lot in Dahlonega. But in the museum, the Gold Museum, there is one little display in this museum about the town of Aurora, which was actually the first gold rush town. Bob, oh, I got to look at it again. I just got to look at this and hold it in my hand again.
It's so cool. I know exactly where it's going.
Oh, really? Where is it going?
On top of your, where you got your,
where all the my folk art jugs and face jugs and stuff like that is. That's what I was thinking in the case.
True.
But you want to put it atop the case because it matches our living room.
You got it.
We do have a lot of because we live near the lake, and because the house when we bought it, the person there really played up the whole lakeside thing, and so we have a lot of what is this aqua kind of colors in our living room. So yeah, Tammy wants to put this on my case with all the face shows as an accent. Wow, Bob, thank you, and Tammy loves this.
Yes, I do.
This too.
I do. I love bottles.
Oh, that is. Oh, wow. That's so. Let's keep the story with it so I can read it more thoroughly. That is really cool. Vaguely feminine shaped. That's his style of bottles that he created. Wow. And we have one of them. That's the most famous one among collectors. Okay, let's take a break from the cool stuff here to get to the stuff that we can feed our tummies with. Oh my gosh.
Kettle chips.
We don't need to leave the house for anything.
For real. Buffalo Ranch.
Howell's New York kettle chips. Yum. Buffalo Ranch. Oh,
I love Buffalo Ranch.
That was so rude. We love ranch.
Put my face again, I'm gonna eat them.
Tammy gets cravings for buffalo wings.
Yeah,
and then until she has them, then every meal except breakfast, until she has them, buffalo wings. I want buffalo wings. So thank you. This is going to be a neat little treat right here. Let me put that right there. Sorry about reaching in front of you.
You're fine. You're cool.
Thank you. Ooh.
Sweet chili.
Howell's New York kettle chips.
Sweet
chili.
Dude, that sounds good.
Baby, I haven't even opened this bag, and it just sounds good. And the kettle chips got that satisfying crunch to them when you bite into them, and they got that nice little touch of that oil that they've been frying up in. Yes, sir, buddy. That is some good stuff. And there's another bag here. And Tammy, when Tammy buys flavored chips, this is one of the flavors that she buys of like Pringles or something along those lines.
Oh, jalapeno, yum.
Howell's New York
kettle
chips, jalapeno. Oh my goodness, we are going to have a party with this stuff right here. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Okay, so we got a sticker. It looks like from someone advertising barrel aged sour. Yeah, funky jubilation, spelt like the children of Israel there, and it says L'chaim sucker. This is a Hebrew beer. I think this is beer that was aged in whiskey barrels, which really takes the sweetness of beer down a few steps. Wow, that's a cool that's a cool sticker right there. Christy was in here earlier. And you spoke and you mentioned her, and then bless your heart, hon, you're just second guessing yourself.
My ADD is so bad.
Okay, now
I'm trying to listen to you too. Ooh.
This is something I think most of us could probably get behind here. Yes, Snickers, minis. I love Snickers. At Halloween time, it's the Snickers and Reese's peanut butter cups and Butterfingers. I love Butterfingers too around this time.
Yeah.
And it's like the stroke of midnight, Halloween night. I could give or take them. But for some reason, right up until the stroke of midnight on Halloween, Snickers, Reese's Cups, and Butterfingers. I love. Thank you, Bob. We're going to be eating good here, so we're going to be putting off, I guess, the inevitable putting on the dieting that we do all the time. I guess we can extend that by at least another couple of days here. Oh wow,
Doxy Mom is here.
Doxy Mom, thank you for coming in and seeing us. We love dachshunds very, very
I
much.
miss my dachshunds so much.
We love dachshunds. This we might have to do a taste test on, Bob. That's the crab chip with
wow.
Chesapeake Bay crab seasoning. Now, why we might have to do a taste test on this is for me to kind of get an honest opinion from Tammy, just to see if she can actually
Eat it.
chew it up and swallow the entire
I'm not crazy about
seafood. Tammy, any kind of the flavor of seafood puts Tammy off.
In the
just
texture. It's a flavor in the texture.
Well, it's not all calamari or anything like that.
Oh,
Anyway,
no.
I can't wait to try these. We'll have to. Well, heck, what's keeping us from trying? Come on, Tammy.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Let's try these
You
bad
have to
boys.
talk me into things.
Well, hon, we got the folks' attention right now, and tomorrow, the next day, we'll put a video out, and they'll be, "Oh my God, not again!" Ooh,
Let me smell.
not like you expect. I bet you that's not like what you expect.
No, it ain't.
The first
Smells good.
Sweet is the first thing. Everything I eat, I say tastes sweet. Don't I?
Yeah, you do.
Something is wrong with me. I've been taking beet extract pills because this is supposed to be like a kind of homeopathic remedy uh, for the craving for sweets. They're supposed to be good for other things for you too. Actually, if Michelle from Art Abandonment Adventures is still in here, we had dinner with her one night, and she was recommending.
No, Justin.
Justin, was it Justin?
It was
Justin. Her bud Justin recommended them. So
for diabetes too.
And Tam, I got them for both of us. I got a jar of them for both of us because they're supposed to have a variety of health things. Christy says she needs a Bone Daddy shirt. You know, we actually earlier we were mentioning, Christy. I don't know if you've been in here yet. We have some shirts that Tammy and I, and for Scott who designed them, is coming in this week. And they're going to hold
up. The
Art
of RV is here.
Thanks, guys. The Art of RV is here. If you want to see a channel that is very funny, if you want to see some comedy, but with some practical stuff too, it's just not all a joke. Go and check out Art of RVing. They are a very entertaining channel. We love those guys, so go over and check out Art of RVing too. A lot of fun, a funny RV channel.
Christy Moss, we need merch.
We don't want. We are so conscious. We don't want anyone buying anything. We would price it so low that we didn't get any kind of. If we had anything, we would price it low enough that we didn't get anything out of it anyway. And but even then, we don't want to make any assumptions that our friends. Oh my gosh, we're gonna buy some Bone Daddy stuff. So I don't want that to happen to anybody. Thanks, Art of RVing. We appreciate that. Tammy and I are just about to sample some crab chips that has been seasoned with Chesapeake Bay crab seasoning. The reason this is any kind of taste test is Tammy, anybody that watches our channel, if it is not cod and that cod has not been battered and deep fried, Tammy is really not
with tartar sauce.
With enough tartar sauce to take out any additional fish flavor that may be left in the fish. She doesn't really like seafood that much. I love seafood. We once went to a buffet. It's no longer in existence. I think it's no longer.
I miss Sunshine Cooper's here.
Hi, Sunshine. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate that. Folks from all over the place come in sometimes and drop by to see us, and we appreciate that. But there was a buffet in Orlando, Florida. I don't know if it's still there, but I think it was called Boston Lobster House. And this was the only buffet, I guess, I've ever seen outside of Las Vegas where entire lobsters, they would just, I'll have another lobster, please. And they would give you a lobster. I think I ate 3 lobsters that afternoon. I just, everything else on the, on the bar, and they had a lot of other food. It wasn't just lobster, and a lot of other good seafood. But no,
they had good steaks on everything.
Yeah, Bone Daddy zeroed straight in on the lobster, and I just went to town on lobster. I ate 3 entire lobsters that afternoon. It was great. It was I was sloppy, fishy, buttery heaven there for a while. Let me get Tammy a good one here. A nice. Here we go. No, that don't have enough flavor in it. Here we go. This one looks like it's flavored pretty well.
Well, feed it to me.
Well, we were going to eat them at the same time,
Oh,
like most, most civilized YouTube channels do. Okay.
it smells earthy. It smells the
Earthy.
herbs. It does.
It's going to be like we're going to be earthworms here for a minute. Okay, ready? Okay. There's a little bit of
Not
spice.
bad.
A little bit of spice there. A little bit of heat in the middle of the bite there, kind of pops up and like, hi.
I don't feel the heat. Well, yeah, I do a little bit.
There's not.
Give me another one.
There's only the slightest hint of the ocean in there to me. Just the slightest hint of the ocean. Not enough.
Bad.
Not enough. I would definitely say while watching a scary movie here during the Halloween season. Thank you, Bob and Tammy. You've just now witnessed it, folks. A woman who avoids seafood at all costs.
Dopey, is that what it is?
Dopey. Doopy.
Doopy.
A gaming channel. Don't watch me play video games would be a good tip because I suck. My daughter tells me I'm the biggest scrub she ever met in her life. So I like to play video games. I have an Xbox One, but I suck at it. I suck at it really, really bad. Anybody on here have any gaming channel tips for Doopy there? I appreciate hooking them up. That's pretty nice. If you would, but I'm not good at gaming. The only way I would put myself gaming is if I could market it some way like this is a person that sucks so bad at gaming. Look how funny it is watching him game. I might get a few hours time out of that, but not much. Okay, check this out. Tammy is loves coffee. We've referenced that a lot here on the channel. I just went to the doctor and said that her blood was better. That was 30 years old. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Michelle, for contributing to that. I don't drink coffee that much. If I'm in a bind and we don't have any kind of energy drinks in the house, because I don't like hot beverages that much because I sweat, and the hot beverages make me sweat even more. But Tammy loves this woman drinks coffee. A big part of our grocery budget probably is K cups.
Yeah.
And look at this, folks. Twinkie flavored coffee. I might actually have to have a cup of that.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that sounds good.
Oh man. But if I have to have coffee, I usually have to have enough Splenda or sugar in it to knock out a horse, and then some whole milk. A splash of whole milk too. I don't like Tammy loves coffee, mate. I have seen her leave our house at night, minutes before stores close, to get coffee made. She having coffee is no problem. She always has coffee. But the coffee mate.
Oh, really, Judith? I've never heard of Jacob's coffee.
Jacob's? I've never heard of that either.
I hadn't either.
Okay, here's some more stuff that Bob has packed here. This is coming in a Ziploc bag, and there's some things in here that look very old, including this right here. I'm not going to just on camera, just for the sake of hurrying up and do this, do anything. But the Topping Tavern Museum. So this was a museum located between Shaftesbury and Arlington, Vermont. And this looks to be, I'm not messing with it very much. Oh, there he goes. 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 It opens. Ooh, and it's very fragile.
It's got a
oh man, I love when any of you when you were a kid, older people when you were a kid. Some of you are probably not that far removed from it, but there used to be a time when everything came with maps, and if you couldn't go on vacation, the next best thing to a vacation was a brochure. For me, anyway.
I have to try those, Sheila.
What the coffee she's talking about? Yes.
And another kind too.
It's German, and Melita coffee is really good as well. Tammy's willing to try any kind of coffee.
I love
Tammy's
coffee.
about coffee the way I'm about most foods. I'll try just about anything. Tammy likes the coffee too. But there was a time when brochures. Look how old this brochure. This is a travel brochure from a very long time ago with a map of this area in it. Wow, I wouldn't venture to guess. Even I wonder if this place is still even in existence today. But there's no clear indication on here of what date this actual flyer was published.
Coffee and Kahlua.
But this is
I heard
great.
that.
I love this is a travel brochure. Like you go to the Smokies and you go to any motel or attraction Smokies, and there's going to be in Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge an entire wall of pamphlets and brochures for places. Imagine one that's like 100 years old, and that's what I'm holding in my hand right here—a travel brochure that looks to be, it could be as old as 100 years old. That is pretty cool. Ramsey Country, thank you very much for coming in. Appreciate it. Let's see here. We have some. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh Lord! Oh, my favorite.
Tammy's favorite, one of her favorites. She loves these. I could give her take Heath, but Tammy loves the Heath bars. That is very cool. Family Dollar, World's Finest Boys and Girls Clubs of America. This looks like it may have at some point have helped out the Boys and Girls Clubs.
Yeah.
And I will do my part by eating it. I will help out. I will devour it. And we got a Hershey bar.
Thank you, Bob. He said he remembered.
Thank you so much. I appreciate this. And we haven't got to the bottom of this yet. Kit Kat White. Tammy's more of a Kit Kat. But this has got some stuff in here that Tammy won't have to fight me. I won't have to fight her over. And here's some more. And here's another sticker from Funky Jubilation. L'chaim, sucker. Right there. And we have, oh, wow. Here is Bob at the
Tulip Festival.
At the Tulip Festival. And it looks, I don't know how they did this.
Pretty cool.
Either Bob is like the ambassador for the Tulip Festival. Or he's in charge of it. Or that is so cool. That's Bob. We got a picture of Bob.
Yeah.
And Bob at the Tulip Festival. That is so cool. Look, you got a place to put it? Well, no, you put it. Yeah. If you got a safe place to put it right there. And here's Mountain View, West Mountain View. Look at this postcard.
Very nice.
Wow. And there's someone actually. Now check this out. Now, first of all, the rooms here double occupancy from $14 a night. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and guess that this little advertising postcard is probably not recent at all. But $14 per person per night.
Country's here.
Yeah,
Oh Lord!
Good to see still, and Tammy's making sure everyone gets met as they come in the door. She's doing a fine job. Let's have a big hand for the little lady. Okay, and someone has actually written here on the back that it looks like the schedule of this place closed on Monday, lunch from 12 to 2, and then dinner from 6 to 9 at this place where you can stay apparently for $14 a night. Wow. On a private 150-acre estate on a hill.
The art of RVing's got to leave. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it so much. Thank you. These guys are a lot of fun. Y'all need to go check them out, and you'll get some laughs. This is, wow, another travel. And I have a lot of travel stuff. If you can't go somewhere, a brochure. I don't know if I'll order every year around March. I'll order from Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, Panama City Beach. I don't think Myrtle Beach does hard copies anymore. I think they only do online. But these people will send you their community's travel with everything. So whether or not you can plan your trip, if you you can plan your trip if you're planning on going, and even if you're not, you can sit there and daydream looking at the advertisements for all the different stuff. I know that is just that's sad, right? There's somebody out there going, man, that poor he's never been anywhere, has he? Okay,
You love to read.
Tammy.
Ooh,
Here,
zero sugar. Oh,
French
cool.
vanilla, Tammy.
Thank you,
This is
Bob.
like Tammy in mine right there.
For
She loves
real?
coffee made, and she doesn't need any
And
sugar
no,
at
I'm a
all.
diabetic, so I'm not supposed to have any sugar. But I do.
Okay. Here is and we're getting close, folks. We're getting close because I think this is the very last thing, and there's a note from Bob that was attached to this as
Bye,
well.
Lori. Thanks for stopping by.
Laura, thank you very much. We appreciate you as always. Laura has been a friend of ours now for a long time. Well, I'm not saying she's old, but she's been one of our friends at YouTube for a long time, and we sure do appreciate her. Mike, this wooden plate is from the old Germania Mall in Lansingburg, New York. The hall was built in 1954 and closed November 2nd, 2014. Considering you live near Helen, Georgia, I thought it was proper to send near for home. Send it to send it near to a home. So Bob, it's not that you got bad writing. It's just I'm not used to reading. I don't know, Doopy, how to make people watch your videos. If you figure it out, let me know, brother, because we don't get that many watches ourselves, really. Considering how many friends we have on the channel, people have a lot of other folks on here. That's the thing about YouTube is folks make a lot of friends, and there's a lot of folks that you want to be loyal to. And after a while, you just have to take it for granted that maybe you're not your channel's not destined to be a superstar. We have anyway. But this is Germania from the old Germania Hall. Now let's unwrap this. Okay. Well, I'm don't want to damage the item either. So, oh wow,
Oh wow,
oh,
oh wow, that is beautiful.
If Judith is still on here, check this out, folks. Oh my goodness. Art like this all over Helen, Georgia.
Yeah.
You do see arts like this all over Helen, Georgia. If you were to buy something like this in Helen, Georgia, it would set you back probably as much as a motel room a night in Helen. Oh, wow. This is so cool, Bob.
That is cool.
Yes. We love art. Tammy and I love art, and we love to decorate with art. Let me show that one more time. Let me show that one more time.
That is so pretty.
That is so pretty. See the maker's mark on the back of it, wood turning. That is so cool. And let me show this one more time too before we get out of here. We don't want to trump on anybody else's. This bottle, collector's bottle, Bixby bottle, vaguely feminine shape, and from the preferred year and type of bottle. And Tammy's already got a place for it because it matches the color of our living room. So, folks, we're not going to keep you on here any longer. We've been on here now an hour and 3 minutes, and we don't want to do like we did. Walsh Farms on here. Thank you for coming in, Walsh Farms. Thank you, Steve, from the trips for being here. Judith, Elizabeth, Bob. Wow. Every time it's just overwhelming whenever Bob and Bonnie, whenever they share love with anybody. I know that
they do it right.
I know that Scott can testify to this too. Bob and Bonnie, when they love you, you just feel overwhelmed by love. It's a fun box to watch out for sure. Thank you, Scott, from coming by. Thank you again for the designs that many of you have seen lately on the stickers, and we'll see soon another design completely on our T-shirts that's coming out. So, folks, Tammy, are you ready to wrap it up, sweetie?
Yeah.
You got anything else you want to tell the good folks?
I don't think so.
All right, folks, we love y'all. Thank y'all much
afternoon.
for spending the time with us. Until next time, it's Mike and Tam saying
bye.